Nah, honestly, bro, it's
shit.
because like it. I'm gonna speak for myself a little, maybe a little bit for Carlos as well. Like, bro, we got in this for the genuine love of what EDM is, bro. Like at the end of the day, dog. Like even if we weren't producers, we'd be some sort of EDM heads. I think.
I'd be
Like
I'd be at a fucking show off
yeah,
Molly
but
and
I'd have
shit.
more money to spend on festivals and shit. Like you feel me? I'd have like rave outfits and fuck and a shitload of candy and shit like that. You feel me? Like it would be different if we weren't producers. But either way, I think I'd still be doing this if I wasn't a
Yeah.
producer. To be honest with you,
like the person you met, like sound design for movies and shit. Fucking sick.
What is your guys' rave outfits though? I'm curious.
anything anime, bro. Honestly, I
Anime?
think that's
Okay.
what I'll go for.
Like anything anime, jeans or shirt, like
I would
you go in
probably
jeans
just
and
dress
shirts?
like different anime characters. Honestly, bro, if I was not a producer, I promise you I'd be a weeb. Like I think that's what
a
I'd,
weeb.
Fair.
Like
yeah, I'd probably be a weeb. I'd go to Comic Con all the time.
that's a weeb going to Comic Con.
I'd read Oni manga, fam.
Word,
like
okay.
you feel me? Like I think, and oh no, I don't know. I'm really into music. Too,
Subscribe to
sometimes, but
Crunchyroll and like all these like
I am subscribed
manga
to
like streaming
Crunchyroll.
platforms. Bet. Weird.
Bro, I went to go see the new Dragon Ball movie, subbed and dubbed, bro. I think I'm pretty deep
And
in
it's
there
better,
now.
fucking obviously subbed, right?
For sure, for sure. I had
It
a
showed in
more
theaters?
fun time. Yeah,
Oh, that's dope.
it's because the people that go see it dubbed, bro. I mean subbed. Those are the people that nerd out, and those are the people that are in the movie theaters that are gonna go, "Hey!"
Is
when
it bad?
some-
I'm a dubbed person. Like I
You're
heard
dubbed? It's okay. I
It's
mean,
okay. It's okay.
It's not. I'm not gonna fault you for it. Like as long as you're into anime. Like my little sister only watches dub, but I think that's still fucking dope that she watches anime.
It's worse for me because like I'm a producer and I like dubbed, and then I'm like, there's an artistic value to their fucking language. You need to listen to it in the original
I
language.
know, but real shit.
Legit.
I feel like when it comes to just like watching like film and movies, I feel like just personal preference. I've always feel like watching like I always want to know what people are saying. So I feel like subtitles and captions like really help me like understand. So even if it's like English and I still like I know the language, I'll still even put like subtitles to be like okay, like I know exactly what they're saying. So that's why I also like. That's why I don't mind watching anime subtitled and like the native language is like Japanese. So I'm like okay, like at least like I can actually hear it raw for what it is, like how it was originally sourced from,
See,
and I could like still be able to like hear it. Cause I've heard like the comparison versions of like the dub and the subtitle. The dub it just seems like it just doesn't feel natural for some reason.
It's because like in Japan, bro. I don't know if you guys know this, but their language, they have like 3 different like dialects to like their language or something like that. So like English can't really translate exactly what they're translating or what's going on. Like sometimes the voices that they portray, it doesn't translate over well into English, like, and it just doesn't make sense sometimes.
Right.
To even get a grasp on how infinite production is, like you said, Japanese has so many ways of saying what. I think my last professor said there was 7 ways of saying no. I was like,
in Japanese?
Yeah, which is crazy for Japanese, but then if you apply that to lyrics and melodies and rhythms, and you realize, dude, there's fucking dialects that only 300 people know. There's dialects in fucking villages that people don't even, the world doesn't know.
Like scales and stuff like that.
And what if
bro?
you were to use their rhythm, their drums and shit? Like, what if you were to use their singing?
And because it's just so isolated, like
So
mainstream hasn't touched
isolated,
it.
it's
You know
infinite.
what? Flume was someone that did that great. He incorporated Homegirl's vocals that was like, it's not traditional vocals, bro.
That's crazy.
But it
Flume's level
was
3, yeah. That's crazy.
it was like opera vocals almost, right? Like that track. What's the name of that track? I'm blinking out on the
It's
name.
from
But
the new album though.
yeah, you know which one I'm talking about. Yeah, exactly.
From his new album.
Yeah.
When I listened to that, I listened to it for a week straight. I was mind blown.
Same,
Have
bro.
you always been a Flume album, Flume fan?
Only when I
Since-
got deeper into and then I realized. Because at first I thought Flume was, oh shit, he has so many millions of plays, another radio guy. But then I listened,
But-
then I realized why
yeah.
he was.
Flume was something before that shit.
I
You feel me?
realized.
Yeah.
And then with his new album, bro, like Friends, the song you guys mentioned, Friends, and then
Bro, that whole album
the whole
was
album
amazing,
is
bro.
amazing.
Say Nothing, obviously a fucking banger. That was super mainstreamy, but still dope.
A lot of remixes From Say Nothing.
Yeah.
Specifically,
I have
Say
one in my
Nothing.
set now. Perfect.
Dope. That's why I thought Future Rhythm could have been on the radio. I was like, this is giving me like shit. You could.
It's
party.
got future bass vibes
Future
for sure,
bass.
but like
It
I
went
think
towards-
Future Rhythm, I don't know.
Well, Flume is future bass. That's
For
it.
sure.
That's what
It's
he
got that
is. He's a future
futuristic
bass
bass
producer. Yeah, so he's I think he's the leader of future bass for sure. I don't think anyone else does future bass better
Yeah.
than Flume does for sure.
Fuck, with
There-
his percussion.
Yeah, there is.
too.
I can't really like.
No,
To add on to
no.
that, I can't really be like, oh, there's another artist that sounds like Flume. No, there isn't.
like Mr. Carmack, like no one fucks with him when it comes to like hard trap bass beats,
Yeah.
fam. Like that's him.
Dude,
like,
that's a great example. Holy
you
shit.
feel me? Like there's people that just have that. Like, nah, bro. Like if you can't do it to that level, don't do it. You know, or not don't do it, but like strive to be like that at
What's
least.
fucking crazy? He asked me when I got into Flume. I got into Lord quickly first. And when you look at who co-produced Lord shit,
Flume.
Flume. And then when I would be listening to a fucking like Lord banger, and then you realize I'm like, yo, these drums, I know these drums. And you're like, you look it up and it's Flume, and you're like, damn.
Hey,
Full
but you
circle.
know what's interesting though? Like I hear from a lot of people lately is that we all know Sudden Death, right? You know, a lot of people be like, you know what? Sudden Death production's not even all that. It's just fucking distortion. It's just bass. It's just like
Well,
it's just fucking. It's just fuck shit. And
Yeah.
I'm just like, okay, bet. But why the fuck is there like so many people obsessed with this sound? Like you gotta tell me like what's like you gotta understand
So-
like it's not only just this goes beyond just like musical like logic. It's just like a feeling. Like music is a feeling that it gives people, and Sudden Death is able to provide that type of tone and sound. So even
Yes.
although you may not be able to like translate it as like logically, musically, like it makes sense. Like you gotta understand like. There's just a certain rhythm, a certain sound that's coming from this
There's
artist.
not even
project.
a word for it yet, right? Like,
yeah. It's just you
There's
can't
not
even
even a
explain
word.
it. You gotta
There's
listen
no
to
word
it.
for it. Yeah.
Yeah, and like it's just like it's gotta sometimes it's gotta grow on you.
you know
too.
what it was, bro, is one he created an image for his sound. When he created that, that's when it peaked over because then he was telling people, no, this is supposed to sound like something you guys never heard before. Like that's the fucking point.
Pretty.
When
fucking-
he was able to brand his sound is what tipped him over the edge.
And I always think about it too. Like that's gotta be the scary part as an artist. Like to kind of like double down on the sound that you may not sure how that type of audience is gonna like
Bro.
receive that.
We had that same this discussion how we're saying about sudden death. We had that discussion with Gom. Exactly
Yeah.
what we're
You guys
saying.
had Gom
bro.
on the show?
No, we didn't have him here. No, we've never had him on a loser
Gom?
tempo thing. Yeah, no. huh.
No.
We
We just had him like we
he
went
was
out.
booked on they were all booked on the same lineup
Mm.
with like Virtual Riot, Husky, Gom,
Yeah.
Bro Hug.
It was Virtual Riot, Eliminate,
Eliminate.
Gom. It was
Those
the
two
brothers.
dudes?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're the one throwing the show.
Bro
So they,
something.
Gom popped out.
The Hot Brothers.
Hot bro. Okay.
So it was the Hot Brothers. They were throwing the show. So I mean, obviously they throw themselves in there, right? And then it was me.
Yeah, so
Hell
and we
yeah.
were able to talk to Gom and all that shit, and like that's legit what he explained to us, bro. Like, yeah, like the sound is different, like, and people are gonna reject you because it's different.
Mhm.
But what you gotta somehow reassure them that no, yes, it's
no,
different,
yes,
bro.
right?
Yeah, like, but you have to double, triple, quadruple down on that bitch, like.
That's what I'm saying. Like it goes back into like not having to rely on a platform to really like dictate like how your sound should be. Like you gotta really like
You're right.
you gotta
but
be on
some
your
people's-
mentality.
Some people sound like my sound that sounds different will make sense on Disciple though. You
No,
feel
no,
me?
yeah, for sure. But no, well, the thing is that like, I just feel like a lot of times. No, you're right. You're right on that. I just feel like a lot of times when people come across that situation where like they want to have their sound on a label, and the label's like, is it a validation, right? And like, imagine like it doesn't really feel too good, right? Like if your dream label's like, hey, you know what, like we don't want to release it because of blah blah blah, and it's just like a lot of people don't know exactly like. I don't know. People deal with that type of situation differently in terms of emotions and shit, right? So I feel like for me, like, it does suck being rejected by a label because you definitely want to have your music on a label with a platform that has like already have a following and an influence on the culture, right? But at the same time, it's like, no, like maybe just because like a label or like a platform that's like been in for a while tells you like, oh, it's not like what we're like messing with.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily mean like, oh, that's like it's like bad, right?
good,
Like
yeah.
if you could like definitely have a good understanding, there's like people out there, a good audience that's like really fucking with your sound, then
And
you just gotta like it's
that's
better to
what-
own like your
Exactly.
your audience and like really have a core fan base and having to
There you
rely
go.
on other platforms for like their
Yeah.
audience. Because
Yeah. At the end of the
yeah.
day, you need to be able to stand on your own. Your name should be able to stand alone, just as the disciple stands. But it's okay to use these platforms. Okay, it's okay to use them.
And it's
like-
inspiring because then you see the person with 300 followers.
It's
and
a scratch my
The
back.
labels
scratch
are
my back.
fucking begging for these kids, bro. They're like, please drop your next song. Like, who was that one guy in Dubs? Bunda is crazy. He just
Why does that name sound familiar?
Yeah, we're just talking about it. The disciple, Lumpuski.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lumpuski, yeah.
So disciple dropped.
Oh my god, bro! Like
Yeah.
I've been super heavy influenced by like the way their subs hit, bro.
Me too.
Oh
Yeah, I
my
was like, God
like,
damn.
I was like, how? Why? So I've been really influenced on that shit heavy, bro.
I was influenced, maybe not the distortion, because the way it distorts creates a new melody. So what they'll teach you in fucking music theory, what it was.
I think for me, it was just the ballsiness of the,
yeah,
the
it's
rollout
so
plan.
ballsy, right?
I think it was just the ballsiness that, cause like,
The-
look, like if you were on, like, let's just put it like in a different perspective. Had it been like a producer, a random ass producer,
It would have just been another sound.
it would have just been one of those just like a sound. Oh, this is cool, but it's not like oh yeah, like this is something to
didn't
talk
have
about with our
shine.
friends. But because it was on Disciple, and
See?
and it was
But
just like
that's
that
what
type of
goes to
tracks.
like if you partner with a platform that will make it make sense, it's gonna skyrocket rather than putting it on just your own SoundCloud page, which you just said, which these people don't even have a following and shit like that. So that's the difference between what these platforms could really do for you, you know? And now Homeboy could stand on his own. No matter what he drops, bro, I don't care if it's on Disciple no more.
Yeah.
I'm dropping I want to listen to their shit now, you feel me?
So was that your guys' experience? Did you guys discover Bunda within the Disciple album, or have you guys been following Bunda before?
Disciple.
Okay,
I-
Disciple and for you
I
was
do
it
the
before?
SoundCloud like search. So related tracks, then you click that profile of related. That's how I like.
Yeah,
to
'cause
find
this-
shit.
No, well, same. Yeah,
Yeah.
same. But when I saw that it was from Disciple, I was like, okay, it's cemented.
I also try to look at the likes of fucking like top tier producers, and if they like it, and you find something that they
Hey,
saw was
Some
interesting.
of these fucking, I hate going to it because I try to do that too, and I'll go to like Must Die's fucking likes. His last like will be from like 6 years ago.
Yeah,
and shit, and I'll be like, you mother. I'm like, where do you get your music, bro?
Their SoundCloud's a decade old and there's 2 likes. I'm like, fuck.
Yeah,
I want to
come
know what's
on.
on
They
your
got a
song.
Ghost Banger Hunter.
God.
Yeah. Just like how what Diesel got, you know?
Nah, that's an A&R, bro. That's what it's called.
I call them Ghost Banger Hunters.
See, that's weird.
Or Banger Hunters.
I know. See, now we got to get back into this whole excision thing, bro. Like,
they're hit hunters.
bro, see, that's the biggest. Somehow, we need to be able to break down EDM the same way hip hop people break down hip hop, bro. The same way there's writers, the same way there's A&Rs, the same way there's artist development.
EDM is not broken down like that. Yeah.
It's not, bro. EDM is broken down as to he's doing it all, bro. Yeah, he's the
And
shit.
A&R has too much influence over this shit. Like, yeah.
Like
You
this
just see it
needs
on
to
Twitter, right?
really be broken down. Like this even goes back to the whole like opener shouldn't go too hard, bro. No, like it's not them, bro. It's who's running this event, bro. It's on them. They gotta curate this shit the
Yeah.
right fucking way, bro. Don't blame no one else except like see like that shit's not broken down.
Hard
right.
opinions on that. I agree.
It's just
hard
weird, but again, we don't have a lot of coverage in this scene like that. Like, how old are you by the way?
I'm 22.
You're 22. Okay. So
You guys?
I'm 26.
26?
Same.
26? Dope.
Yeah, just turned 26.
God, I have a
Unfortunately.
lot of experience to
Yeah,
learn.
yeah.
I want to specify.
Yeah, you definitely have to specify that for sure. Very important. Word.
Fuck, but oh fuck, where was I going with
I just
that?
turned 26. Nah, I'm just playing.
It's my birthday. It's actually the birthday.
Fuck, I forgot where I was going with that shit.
I don't know where you're going with that either.
Oh, okay, no. So when you were, when did you start like getting into EDM and all that? At what year and then what age were you at?
Holy shit. It was like really into it, like end of middle school, like That was when
Getting into
Laid Back Luke, fucking
Oh,
Hardwell,
Okay.
and then I discovered the trap remixes of that
And
shit.
let me ask you something. To learn all of this, was there a lot of coverage you could go to, interviews and stuff like that of your favorite producers?
Just YouTube. There was no
Just YouTube tutorials from random people, right?
random ass people. No one ever told me there was a whole nother side to it. That's the
Right.
yeah. I was actually kind of pissed when I discovered that shit.
And now think about me and Homeboy when we were the exact same age that you were.
Before all this tech exists.
Bro, we had no idea how to do this shit, bro. Like we were listening to Malaysian shuffle beats and like hard dirty Dutch tracks and like some weird EDM shit, bro. Like there was no culture behind any of this. And like in other genres, bro, there's at least in every genre now outside of EDM, there's at least 30 years to that culture.
But you could also say that it adds a certain shine to your guys' production. Because for me, you said you went back to like dirty Dutch beats. After I started getting better at producing, I went back to Russian hard bass.
Oh shit!
And I like started referencing the actual YouTube audio, not like the official song. Really shitty, like really shitty.
Because that was a culture, bro.
And it has like this nostalgic sound.
Even a standard.
That was rave culture, bro. Like that music was.
It's fucking
culture.
crazy because that difference, that only 4 to 2 year difference, I found nostalgia in that. Because for me, I didn't grow up I wasn't conscious in the 2000s, but there was still pop punk going up. There's still all this. Now I feel like the responsibility to like fill in the gap too. Because I like pop punk and I like all these like happy sounds.
Okay.
But then I also like all the depressing shit like Juice WRLD and all that.
So
Now it's like finding that middle point and you have a next hit, bro.
So, I'm trying to think of your age now relative to mine. In my middle school age and stuff like that, instead of this whole Juice WRLD phase and
SoundCloud rap and all that.
Yeah. Bro, we were emo. Like, we were boy bands. Like, that was the shit. Like, and when I was in middle school and stuff like that, that's was some of the first things that I was influenced by and stuff like that. And now I listen to all these SoundCloud rappers and stuff like that. And it gives me that reminiscent of that. And that's why I like it a lot.
What's crazy is I started referencing like the pop punk bands that recorded in their garages and shit. Like what you said about that was your vibe. Now, like, damn, I missed that year before I was conscious. So if I could tap back in, dude, it'd be so crazy.
What was that one flyer you had made a remix, like your own version of it, but EDM? It was like that old school EDM thing, or it was an old school like emo thing, but then you made it EDM.
Emo?
It had like a lot of old boy bands and shit like that on it. It was like a big flyer and shit.
Oh, you're talking about like it was like a flyer where like
we are your
they had like a We Are Your Friends flyer and like they had like all these like big ass like popular like fucking bands and shit.
Early 2000s.
It was like
I still have it in my life.
we did a meme edit, of all these like popular ass like old timer like
that
famous
was
EDM
me,
artists.
bro. Like that was. I lived that culture somewhat, bro. Like I didn't necessarily go out. I wasn't outside, but that was my MP. I had an MP3. I had like 4 MP3s.
I'm trying to remember what the
bro.
mix was called. It was EDM but emo or something. I remember because all my friends were geek because in high school we loved Bass House, and then you had all the same BPM and all this pop shit, and I was like, damn, it's fire.
Oh, you seen the
it was like Panic at the Disco remixes, and then it was all this crazy shit. Yeah,
and then he flipped
it was
into
Marshmallow.
EDM. Yeah, that was Homeboy that did all that shit.
We were like, this isn't a troll song; it's an actual banger. There's a feeling to it that you weren't gonna get from a song that's fully produced. Like,
yeah, bro. I don't know. And that all of that is definitely an influence into the shit that's going on to like even EDM now, right? But like I'm going back to what I was saying, like in a whole totality, right? Like now we need to. I'm trying to encourage as many people to do this. So like I love that Brownies and Lemonade does like their own thing, you know?
Yeah, Brownies.
Like that's fucking awesome. I love Taboo. He does his own thing. That's fucking awesome. Like he's shedding highlight to the fucking culture, bro. He's doing what we're doing, but on a bigger, the mainstream level, you know? And fuck,
just the following is different. You know, the music quality is different.
You know what I'm gonna tell you that's kind of discouraging when I do see Taboo's podcast. He recently had Epic, right, on his podcast. One of the goats of EDM, bro, with one of the poppin' underground artists that's doing it his own way, right? You would think a podcast like that, crazy numbers, right? It's not what you think. It's not what you. What would you give that podcast with the name Taboo and Epic and just let's just think YouTube. What are you giving the plays on that?
I've seen that podcast like 2
But
days
have
ago.
you seen the plays today? Okay, what was the plays at
So
then?
like based off 2 days ago, like it's like 1,000, 2,000, bro. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. It's not as much as I should.
I've never seen it, and I was gonna say 50.
50 views?
I was gonna say 50 to 100. 50 to 100K.
No, okay. No, yeah, not even. Not
It was
even
only at
close, bro.
1,000.
Yeah. So most of his podcasts peak around there, bro, and it's. I don't know what it
You know what it
is
tells me, though?
exactly.
I feel like it tells me that a lot of people just aren't necessarily like willing to like hear that side of their favorite artists just yet, because they come across their artists from the music side, right? But I don't know why. Like I just feel like for me, like it just comes across like the fan base like of their artists. It's just maybe they just not. I mean, I don't know. Or certain Taboo videos, like they're different, right? Some artists they get like different numbers, right? So I just feel like it really just depends on like if the fan base is willing to like learn that side of like the artist that's not the music side, right?
But I think it's
Wherever.
because like this scene has been missing that coverage for so long that it's like it's not even something would people would even think about listening to at this point.
Not,
You
not a
know?
lot of people know Taboo. Like a lot of people, I'm pretty sure there's a lot of people that know Taboo, the music producer, but probably didn't know that. Like they probably don't take the time because they're probably too busy on TikTok. Like you know what I'm saying? Like they just don't know that they're like that Taboo also has like a podcast, and he's probably also he's also a comedian and shit that does open mics and shit like that.
You guys think it's like a music producer curse though? That it's most people won't hear that side. For the I don't think they want to hear that side because not everyone's a music producer. Like
And
they
it's
don't.
not that interesting. To
Yeah,
them.
it's not that interesting to them.
Look, that line of thinking has definitely gone through my head. Like at the end of the day, bro, like this is a niche. Like, and I get that to the 100% fullest. Even to like even the stuff we break down, like we're really directing this shit to
A real targeted audience.
producers. At the end of the day, bro, like to the niche of producers, and right now we're even in the niche of bass producers. As much as we get,
as much as produce, bass.
yeah, as much as other producers we get in here, we've developed that bass niche. But I mean, and that's the thing that goes with why I kind of back with. I have to kind of back with Excision more than I'd like to, is because he's what's making this bigger, and that's what's gonna help me and us, and you know, like it's weird, but like that's just how it is. And I try to, and now what we're trying to do, like, is trying to expand this. So how do we relate this to more than just the niche? So that's why, like, we try to have on more people. We try to touch on other topics outside of just EDM and shit like that. Like, that's the only way we could get more people to somewhat tune in and shit like that.
I think a good one was the Apple commercial for the last. Was it iPhone or It was either iPhone or Mac, but they had a Rez song.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking
okay,
about.
this is a good start. But I don't know if I'm thinking too grand scheme because people like
they need to see that think futuristic when they
very
think product
grand
placement.
scheme. I'm talking like people didn't like Michael Jackson when he was first, type shit. I don't want to like relate too heavy because it's definitely gonna be a whole different world of production. But in the grand scheme of things, bass music already exists, so it might not pop off in this era per se. But those producers like that are doing weird shit that only gets 300 plays eventually will full circle back, maybe even in 20,
Hopefully.
50 years. Like, right? Like where you realize, oh shit, music can be this. And then it's a whole different thing. But bass music exists, like dubstep and the headbanging shit. It's there. Like we know what it's like to make a crowd hype. That's what we learned from the rave era. Yeah. It's crazy because then you can start mixing it.
It is, bro. And like the more you stay in this scene, bro, the longer you stay in the scene, you realize it's a cycle, bro. Like the thing goes through cycles and shit like that. And I'm gonna be honest, I think right now this is the biggest I think EDM in a whole has ever been in general, right? Like I can't think of a bigger time other than like how we were talking about in 2014, but like in the grand scheme of things, bro, like we're at the biggest I think we've ever been at.
And it's still hidden. It's the biggest it's ever been, and it's 80% hidden. Shit. What would you guys give it? Like that whole other side of production.
Is it interesting enough to cover though? Like you know, like at the same time, I try to think outside perspective sometimes. Like I know we're always thinking in our own producer mind and our own DJ mind, and then in our own EDM fan minds. But then think about it in the outside view, looking in. Like, how do we make this fun to that?
Outside view is when I watched Dune, and then you heard like Hans Zimmer talk about scoring the movie. He's like, I'm not a classical producer. Like, I'm not a classical music maker. I made these sounds in fucking Serum and shit. Like, and you're like, whoa, there's someone on our side. And what changed my perspective on everything was I was watching an interview and he said, there's this one key that you do to sound like it's in space, like the space fucking chords or whatever. And he was like, why are all these producers using human instruments for a sound that's not on Earth? Okay, fuck. So Star Wars sounded like it was in space. Dune sounds like I can't say.
Right.
So it'll make sense when that place actually exists, when the future is there. So that is the grand scheme. Short term.
Damn, so your grand scheme of things.
This fool's 42 grand scheme.
Bro, we're zoomed out by 10. He's zoomed out by 100, fam.
It's also bad to zoom out because you only have a limited amount of time to.
Shit, hopefully you're alive to see that shit.
Yeah,
dude.
hope, like to hear a fucking dubstep feeling in the sound, like score. No, I'm not talking about like a song playing in the movie. What was the DJ movie with Zac Efron?
Where are your friends?
Yeah, and then it came from the Inland Empire.
Hey, bro, we don't speak about that here.
Yeah,
That's
no.
illegal to speak
No,
about.
yeah, we
We're
don't talk
definitely
about
jumping
that,
you now, bro.
My friend dropped in the group chat. He was like,
Dude, imagine time traveling like to the 50s and 60s. Like, hey, dude, listen to some Sisto.
dude,
God damn, what the fuck? Hold up.
So watch. What if this is just birthing a whole bunch of Vincent Van Goghs, man? You guys know the story of Vincent Van Gogh?
I don't.
No.
So he was a famous painter, right? He did the Starry Night, like all those, some of the most famous paintings, you know, right? He only got famous after he died. So like, as an artist, bro, he never made no money off his paintings. Period. Ever. Like he was a bum pretty much. Like he cut off. He was seen as crazy. Like he cut off his earlobe and gave it to like one of his maids and shit like that. Like he was crazy. But then after he died and whatnot, his paintings became millions of dollars, bro. Millions of dollars. Like some of the famous paintings, most expensive paintings today. What if that's us right now, bro? Like maybe they don't appreciate it now, but maybe in 100, as long as the internet's still here, bro.
The hard drives.
In 100 years, bro, maybe they're gonna look at our shit and be like, "Holy fuck, bro!" Like
I've thought about it too. Like, imagine, like, even like if I ever have my own family, just imagine showing my kids, like, "Hey, look what I made fucking 20 years ago."
I'm scared.
Like,
I'm
hey,
scared of that, bro. I'm so scared of that.
Hard
to think
rules,
that,
bro.
like,
Hard
imagine, like
straight hard style for the first 2 years, and then we go,
Right?
and then we go to house.
like, yeah, your mom did OnlyFans, yeah, you know. Well, I guess we're gonna find out after this, huh?
Hopefully, I don't know.
We'll see if that's 7 to 7 or even more or even less.
Shit, maybe like air elevation makes changes in sounds.
Hey, you might even become our new tempo champion today. You know,
now that you said that, I'm gonna get 0 eyes.
Nah, don't say that. I'll tell you what. How many tempo champions do you think we've had? We've had about like more than 65 Guess That Tempo episodes.
And
How
they
many-
guessed all 6.
Well, I'm gonna ask you how many tempo champions you think we've had.
What classifies the champion?
Getting all
They've
6
gone in
right.
like all 6 rounds. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go through 6 rounds of music. We're gonna guess through each tempos of each round, and we'll see if you are tempo qualified, become a tempo champion, or don't know your tempos.
Out of 60,
Six,
Oh.
yeah, no,
6
damn,
out of 60.
60 rounds. Holy shit!
6 out of 60.
Damn, that would have been a lot
Man,
of fucking
that's
tracks, man.
fucking holy shit. No
Speed round.
champion.
All right, let's do it.
Do you
All right.
you touch a lot of BPMs? A lot of different genres?
Weirder ones, yeah.
I think you should be alright then, fam.
But now I don't want to overthink it either.
All right, that's probably not what you shouldn't do.
That's good, yeah.
Well, dude, let's get into it, bro. And for those that are just coming across Guess That Tempo for the first time, let's lay down the rules. So Guess That Tempo is where we go ahead and showcase a bunch of dope, more so underground music from SoundCloud and other streaming
That's
platforms.
dope, yeah.
We put them on here to, give them some airtime. We show them to the guests. The guest hears it. The guest got to guess the tempo. And let's say, for example, the BPM is 128. You say 126. You get 2 BPMs of a range to work with.
Mm-hmm.
So you would have gotten that point if you said 126. Let's say if it was 140, you say 142. It's 2 BPMs away. You still get that point.
Mm-hmm.
If you were to say 143, that's 3 BPMs away from 140. So you won't get that point.
Dope.
Or within 2 BPMs, if you said 141, it's 140.
That's why you guys are asking what BPMs you've been listening to. I was like, they're getting some tricky shit, huh?
Maybe,
sure.
Yeah.
If I said like, oh, I'm all in 142.5, you guys are gonna
You
find
would
some
not
weird.
been good,
Holy
Yeah, we
shit.
definitely, yeah.
Yeah,
so
you would have targeted that.
Right. So you don't gotta be on point with the tempo, but I mean, I have a real good understanding of where that tempo might be, and I think we'll do just fine for this episode.
It's
dude.
hella fun. Yeah.
We've had about just like 3 tempo champions over our duration of the Guess That Tempo series.
And we've had about 60 DJs in here. 50.
Oh yeah, so out of 60, there was only 3.
Like more than 65. Yeah, there's only been 3. One being like kind of like they know their shit, and the 2 like they know their shit too.
Two of the people that got it right, they were technically a duo.
So yeah, that was like a lot of help for sure.
Fuck, I don't want to
Just lay
overthink it
down.
now.
No, let's just get into this then.
Oh man.
Let's just run into it.
Bet. So this first track we got is by ALRT, and it's called One Time. Are you familiar with ALRT?
I love ALRT. Yeah.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Have you heard of the track already? Or?
One time, no, but I reference his music a lot.
So you don't
yeah.
love him that much.
I love him enough to drag this song. Yeah.
Well, shit, let's get down to business with One Time by ALRT, dude. It's probably some house shit for sure. So let's dive right into it.
So good.
True.
One Time by ALRT.
125.
I'm 25.
Final answer. And before you say final answer, should we tell them the lifelines for sure? Or should we wait?
Nah, I think we go ahead and
you
tell
don't
the
think you need
lifeline.
them? You don't think you need them?
I don't know. I like his answer, but
Oh, no. Well, okay. We'll like your answer then. Bet. You want to say final answer?
Yeah.
All right, for sure. Let's give a final answer then.
125.
125. No, we said final answer already. Yeah, let's do
Yeah,
it. Yeah, let's get it. This is the first round. Coming off strong with the home run on 125. Let's see.
Oh, am I the only one guessing?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, shit,
Obviously.
I mean,
Obviously, you guys pulled it. Okay.
Oh, shit. Well, I'll guess with you. I'm going to guess 127.
It's an odd number. Right?
It is a hell of
felt
an
like
odd
an
number.
odd
Yeah. I go with the odds, homie.
All right, you guys ready for it?
All right, let's get it. Let's see what record box says.
It's
Oh,
127.
look at
But
that.
you still got it right.
You got it right. Yeah.
Hey,
2
we felt the
BPMs
odd
away.
number,
Yeah,
yeah.
for sure. No,
We felt that.
Yeah, 125, 127.
True.
Oh, yeah,
true.
good shit. Yeah, dude, we're off to a great start.
Fact.
Holy
Yeah.
shit, dude. Hey, good shit, bro. Good stress, man. We've had guests where they come through and unfortunately they
it's
just
rough.
didn't get
Dude,
right.
I was
It's-
scared. It was like 137. I was like, damn, maybe I'm hearing slow or some shit.
No, we're not.
Trust yourself, fam. You got this.
No, we're not like
That's all
those.
you gotta do
We're not like
here.
those carnival people where like we fucking.
Oh, there's a trick in
we
between?
butter the fucking rim and you can't make the basketball in. Nah. We.
You know what it is for those ones? The rim's oval. That's what it is.
Oh, yeah, you have to get a perfect fucking.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's okay. I
It's
didn't know
straight
that.
oval. It's not even the
So you
same.
gotta like really like shoot
Love
it
it,
like
bro.
with a fucking. Yeah, that's wild as fuck. All right, well let's get on to the second round. Ha.
Hey, this is a
Hey,
track.
man, what's good? So second track, second round, we got 3,000 Lights by a producer called She. I've been following this person for a minute. 3,000 Lights, some future rhythm shit, dude. You into some future rhythm stuff?
Yeah, I love future rhythm. Yes. Sir.
Oh, well, I mean, I don't know if you love it that much. I mean,
hopefully, I know the future rhythm tempos.
I was talking
good. 145.
Yeah. We're for sure on one. All right, so let's get it. 3,000 Lights by She, future rhythm. Let's hop onto it. Whatever you feel like you want to go with.
140.
Yeah. Do you want another playback?
You got a lifeline, I guess.
You got a lifeline.
No, I won't use it yet.
Then, yeah. Shit. Well,
true.
It's up to you, bro. What do you want to do? 142, 138?
141.
141. Final answer. All right, Robert. Let's see what record box reveals for us. 141. That's a
that answer.
It's a cool answer. It's one of those weird answers. It's like 147, right? All right, let's get it.
Let's go.
Oh, let's see what the BPM. Oh, 140.
140, bro.
140. Let's get it.
Because he said double kick. I was like, huh, what is this going on?
I honestly don't think that's how the track is.
No, it's not. The thing is, my bad. I had the audio routed through channel 1 and 2, and 1 and 2 has automatic playback on this.
You started kicking off my fucking tweaker theories I had earlier. I was like, oh, is that extra beat?
Oh, dude, nah. We're not trying to like screw you out of this.
Good shit, though. Good. You got it, bro. You got it.
Yeah, dude. 2 out of 2, bro. How are we feeling?
I feel good.
Yeah, you feeling good? That's good, bro.
I'm feeling. We were off by 1 on each of them, or off by 2 on the first.
Dude, if you become tempo champion, we're not gonna jump you no more.
Oh, fuck that's what I was saying.
This has been the thing how this episode.
This one already looks crazy, bro, from waveform, dog. I'm not gonna lie to
you. This next one, the third round, we got
I was hoping you didn't
TRYPBOX.
take any crazy waveforms.
It's called Let Me Go. Are you familiar with TRYPBOX?
I've seen the name, but I don't think I've listened to a track yet.
Oh, okay. Probably don't. Okay. Yeah, I think this came out, I want to say like a week ago or 2 weeks ago. It's like pretty new, pretty fresh, like 2 weeks in.
All right, so it's fresh.
Yeah, it's still fresh. Yeah. Shout out TRYPBOX. He's like on that like color house, like pastel house. Yeah.
Pastel house. There you go.
Whatever it is. Let's get it. Let Me Go by TRYPBOX.
What a banger.
Go stream that shit.
Fucking picked all bangers.
On some shit, bro.
Now I don't know if it's 124 or 126.
Yeah, you gotta be a little careful here, dude. You don't want to screw up your streak, dude.
Pick 124.
124?
124?
Jesus.
Wait.
You did not say final answer.
Yeah, I didn't say final answer.
Think about it, bro. You got the lifeline still. One of the lifelines we have too, like,
so
any of our past guests has been on here, you could call them for their advice. We'll play it back for them. You can hear them out, yeah.
Can I get a re-listen?
Yeah. You wanna hit the second drop? Or the second drop?
Second drop.
Second drop? Okay, we can run a second drop. Yeah, shout out TRYPBOX.
Second drop.
Where is it?
Let me see. Just click on some shit and oh shit. Maybe a little bit back. A little bit back.
Right here?
There you go. I think that should be it.
All right, let's
Looks like a build up. There you go.
You right.
Looks like a build up. Just shit that we know from being DJs. Oh.
Wait. Oh, what if it changes?
Changes. Look, changer.
All right. Oh, okay. 126.
Oh, okay. I'm liking that answer.
I like that too, fam.
I'm like
120.
I'm not saying I know the answer, but I'm liking that one more for some reason. It's just a feeling, bro. I'm sorry to say that, but it's just a feeling. But don't let me encourage you.
Final answer? 126?
126.
126, final answer. Bet. All right, we're going to run that. Yeah, I'm liking that answer. We're hitting that. 126? Let's see what it is. Oh! Hey, I guess you wouldn't have been wrong with any answer.
125?
It's 125.
That's great.
Yeah, you've been pretty close with that
now
shit.
I'm like,
to be
damn,
honest.
there's a... Okay, so I said
Damn,
124.
okay, damn, you is that person, bro.
Okay. 3 for 3, fam.
That's
Damn,
sick.
bro. Yeah, you didn't drive out here for nothing, bro. You came here for the championship.
Hell yeah, fuck you.
Hell yeah, he's like 3 out of 3. Let's do
Oh,
it.
yeah. Only
Oh,
3
yeah.
He's like, I've only been practicing in my car for the last 3 months. Bro.
6 years old.
Hey, you know he texted you saying that outside, but he was literally outside for 2 hours before.
Oh yeah, I
watching
was already fucking
videos and shit, like getting ready for this whatnot. All right, bro. You know what?
Let's see what the.
You
fuck
know
is
what?
up now,
Here we
fam.
go, bro. You know, I personally set this up this week, and you know what? 3 out of 3. You know, I'm digging that shit, but don't get it twisted, bro. Don't get comfortable, dog. Cause this 4th round by OCTANE, Valence
Octane?
Beam. Yeah, you
Okay.
heard of OCTANE?
I know OCTANE.
Yeah, okay. Well, dude,
Shit.
I'm rooting for you for this
Oh,
4th
shit.
point, bro, because it's gonna get a little.
Yeah, the waveforms.
It's gonna be nutty. It's gonna be nutty, bro, with Valence Beam. Robert, let's just play that record and let's just get with this shit.
It's already a banger.
With that Lucille sound design.
I like it a lot.
Valence Beam, OCTANE.
142.
142.
Woo! Oh, damn. I'm liking that fucking answer, bro. I'm liking that
I do
answer.
too.
I'm liking that answer.
Okay.
I can't say anything.
I don't know the answer to this, but can I give it? Are you good with your answer?
Yeah,
142?
yeah.
Final answer?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel like when it comes to guess that tempo, us giving our answers, we need to say it after they say final answer. That way, it's no encouraging
Yeah.
from us. So 142 final answer, bro. You're gonna call that? Okay.
I'm getting 160 vibe.
Holy shit, I'm getting 145 vibes.
145
Or it
vibe.
could be 152.
152? Is that what you're thinking too?
Or, yeah, it could be 152 or 142.
152.
You
Well,
know
he's
what?
saying 160.
I'm
so.
only gauging the 160 off of a Nushi track I have that sounds like this.
Like
so.
the tempo, the pace sounds a bit very similar. Okay.
I could be 100% wrong.
The
The
build
temp-
up felt very fast and the drop got hella slow. So I was like,
Yeah, this feature sounding bass style can definitely go like hella left field with the tempo. Like you might think it's this, and like
Yeah,
you
130.
analyze it, it's like what the fuck.
It's because I feel like it's because that the way that bass expands, you don't know if that's just a sub that just hit,
yeah,
or if it's a sub that actually like stayed longer than it should have. You know,
exactly.
So you don't know if it's faster or slower at this point. But I guess we're gonna find out.
We're gonna find out, man. Let's see what Record Box analyzed for us, dude. What?
142?
Let's get it. Let's get it, man. 142. Final answer.
Look at this. You got this. Watch this.
Oh, damn. That's gnarly. That's fucking
Fuck.
gnarly.
Oh, it's
Holy shit.
145?
Yeah, bro. Surprise,
Damn.
motherfucker.
You were 1 BPM.
I thought it was
off, bro.
143. I was like, damn, I got off of.
Damn, yeah, I feel it. Damn. True that. 145. God
We'll take
damn.
it. We'll take it.
No, for sure,
You know
dude.
what? That's
yeah.
that's not a bad way to go out.
Yeah, I feel like
You
that was
already
a
got
good
3,
one.
bro. You've already got 3 at this point.
At
It's
least
like-
it was to a future rhythm song, not like, you know.
You're doing
I-
better than most, bro.
Bro, honestly, you could just like quit and take the deal. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Get jumped.
you don't. Well, get jumped.
Get jumped instead of
You-
winning.
you
good.
Yeah, bro. You like branded in his head that he's gonna get jumped, dog.
Hey, every time someone that works on Ableton comes in, we're gonna be like, "Hey, dude,
Oh,
we're just
that's
gonna,
gonna
like,
be the thing.
that's gonna be the thing, hey, bro. So like, we're not gonna do a podcast. We're gonna
You're
jump
just actually
you.
getting jumped.
Yeah, you're gonna get jumped. Our FO studio homies or OGs are coming.
We're gonna tattoo a jalapeno on your ass.
We're gonna
bro.
brand the jalapeno on him. Yeah, we're gonna brand it on him. Brand it on his laptop.
Oh,
I've seen too much of that. When I tried to pirate that shit when I was
Right.
younger.
All right, so
The jalapenos everywhere.
dude, we're off to a really great start though, dude. I mean, you're 3 out of 4.
I think that was a fun round. That one is, yeah, that was
That was
just
try.
cool.
It was
That
a
was
good
cool.
try.
That was cool. I think you're doing real great though. I mean, compared to like a lot of the results that we've gotten in the past. So, dude, feel proud for sure. Like you know your shit. Like so
For
far,
sure. Thank
so far. You know what I'm saying? Because like let's not get comfortable yet. You know we're on the 5th round. The 5th round, it's Link by or it's a call I belong to you by Link. Are you familiar with Link?
No, not Link.
For those that don't know, Link is actually Lax.
Oh.
What?
Lax rebranded. He said, you know what? I'm doing something new. I'm doing something trancey, psy-trancey, techno-ish.
I think you're tripping, bro. Link is the game you played on the GameCube, like back in the day.
I mean, it is an extension of the Zelda brand for sure, but
yeah,
I guess Homeboy wanted to like, hop on that shit and became Link.
I guess we know his Smash main. You feel me?
I mean,
I fucking hate.
I'll
people
wreck
who play
anyone,
Link
bro.
in
But
Smash.
all right,
Oh, we gotta play next time. We gotta.
You hear that? Husky's
Wait,
calling
record
everyone
that.
out.
What'd I say?
You know what? I'll put money on him. Anyone that wants to come up here and challenge Husky, bro, I'll put money on Husky that he will beat you almost every time.
On Super Smash Bros.
Yep. I'm stamping it. Come at us, man.
Honestly, I haven't played that shit in months. I
And he'll
bet
still
you
whoop
my
your
Mario
ass, man.
games are. Oh yeah. All right, we're talking. All right, so yeah, let's press play on
Bro, you
this
talk
record.
too much shit.
I belong to Link. I belong to you. Let's get it. 5th round.
Oh shit!
The drop's coming soon, guys. Don't worry.
Five for five, you guys pick like better songs than most 5 songs people would pick. Like on a production level too. Damn. These
What's up? What are you thinking, fam? What's running through your head?
130.
130.
It got a little harder.
Okay.
130. Or
I'm not mad at that answer.
I want to say 128.
I'm not mad at that answer either.
I think I got one.
I think I'm gonna stick with 130.
130.
Yeah, because if anything, 128.
Final answer.
Yeah, I'm gonna stick with 130.
I'm gonna say 132.
So you're
130.
gonna say 130 as well, or 132?
I'm gonna say 132.
Okay.
Oh, there's the
answer.
132 song here.
No,
I just need to
no,
clarify
you're
for
right.
me.
You're right. No,
Hmm.
132, not 130 as well.
Yeah,
There you go. Hey, you're right though. God damn it, bitch. That would have just gone over my head. Or many people says, to be honest.
I know. I'm
All right, so
sorry. Genius. My bad.
right, let's go. Let's hit the BPM on this one.
Woo! 130, fam.
Oh,
130.
Damn. Fucking
got-
A, dude.
Bro,
Damn.
so right now we're stamping it. You're officially a tempo enthusiast.
Tempo. Oh, I like that title.
Yeah.
It's funny because I started a techno song that had the same type of triplets. It's like, dude, it sounds like shit at everything except 130. So I was like, fuck, I guess like this is a thing now.
Yeah, I guess you got it right.
It just stayed in my memory. Yeah,
There you
that's
go.
fun.
Oh yeah.
130.
You ain't trying to get jumped, bro. You trying to get that championship for sure.
How'd you feel 132?
Yeah, 132. Yeah.
You should have said 130 as well.
It was like a
130
little
as well.
faster.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it worked out at the end. Yeah, dude, for sure, dude. 4 out of 5, dude. I mean, fuck, man. It's just like the Octane one, the Octane track.
The Octane, yeah, feature rhythm got me.
Yeah. It's
Like
always tricky.
142,
Yeah, those
140.
BPM ranges and pace is always tricky.
It's the basses. It's crazy. Yeah,
For sure.
it's not even a bass at that point. It's like the sound of a fucking.
It's just
Who
some shit.
knows?
Yeah. All right, man. You ready for the last track? Last round.
Banger.
Could it be the hardest? Yeah.
We'll see, man. Yeah, it seems like you've been dealing with this shit pretty well. I mean, you've been knocking them out. Like you have like one of our highest scores for sure. Like
For sure.
For
Yeah,
sure.
I'm trying to get like the weird tempos perfect too. But shit, we haven't hit one
I
yet.
think this might be a good track.
This
for
one
that.
might hit.
Yeah.
dude, well, I mean, the track title is called 2072. I mean, I just can't. I mean, only
So,
imagine.
Add that or like add those numbers together and then divide it by like 4, and that's the BPM. Kidding, I'm bullshitting.
I was gonna.
Oh, no, decimals we're seeing. All right, all right. So it's by Margwa, 2072. Let's jump right into it, dude.
50. 145.
That's tricky.
Yeah, bro, I could do the meltdown to this, bro. I think true.
2072 Margwa. Go stream that everywhere.
Can I get a replay on the second drop? Is that still allowed?
Oh, let's do it.
The second drop?
You know, we'll do that. We'll definitely do that. Let's see what the second drop carries. Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. Let's do it.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
So this got more trappy. True.
I hate that I have a number in mind, but it doesn't feel right. I hate that shit. What are you feeling?
Either 143 or what? It's like 145.5 to be honest.
Oh shit.
Like one
Yeah, dude, you're paranoid as fuck right
Like
now.
like
Holy shit.
145.5 or
145.5.
shit. No, that now that 0.5 in the other way is a little too high.
God damn.
So I'm thinking like it's almost like 143.5 to be honest.
143.5.
Yeah, can I say that? Is that allowed?
Yeah. Can't say that.
Or is it?
I don't know. I got a number in my head, but it just does not feel right for some reason. Like,
Or it's 140.5, right?
140.5?
Or it could be 141.
Could be 150.
Shit, it could be 149.5.
I was liking your first answers.
145.5. Or 143.
Oh man, this is a
I
little
don't know.
tough.
I don't know. It's up to you, bro. Don't think about it too much.
I'm gonna do 145.5. It's pretty
Okay.
fast.
Okay.
Yeah, I felt a beat miss.
Final answer?
Yeah.
All right, let's reveal the BPM on this one. Dude, 6th round. The challenge was nothing to you, bro. Like you came in and like you fucking been practicing in the car, obviously for sure, bro. Yeah, we're not gonna jump you no more. Like you're good, bro. You're good.
Oh yeah,
Good shit,
I'm
good
gang
shit.
without getting jumped. Let's go make some money.
All right,
Gang now.
all right. Let's see what the fuck record box is on
I
with
hope
this
it's
track.
1.5.
All right, let's get it. 150.
Oh, is it
Ooh.
0.01?
Could be 150.
0.01, yeah.
I felt it. I
I don't know why it didn't feel right. 150 didn't feel right to me.
Yeah,
for some
why
reason.
did it feel so slow for 150? It's the bases, right? These.
I was getting 147 vibes.
Oh, you were feeling 147.
I was getting 150, but it didn't feel right to me. But we heard the second drop. I'm like, oh god damn!
It felt fast, so I assumed like those weird ass numbers. But then I just didn't think it was just.
I just feel like the more futuristic synths in the second drop, kind of helped me understand more of like the pacing on like the spacing between like the kick and like the snare. Cause like I feel like on the first drop it was a little bit more like on the heavier side of like the tear out like dubstep side. I was like, okay, like the synths are kind of coming in like kind of like a little bit everywhere. Like I can't really tell too much the spacing from the kick and the snare. And like second drop kind of clarified a lot of things. I was like, okay, yeah, now it feels a little bit better. Like what I'm feeling, like 150. Yeah, dude,
it
shit.
threw me off. Yeah, that was a fun one.
Yeah, dude, but
I did 145.5. Huh.
4 out of 6 though, dude. 4 out of 6. That's like one of our high scores for sure. How'd you expect you were gonna do for the guess at tempo?
I thought I knew I would overthink it. Yeah.
You think that you did a lot more of what you expected to do, or you did less of the overthinking?
Better than what I thought I would do.
All right.
Hell yeah, bro.
For sure.
Tempo enthusiast.
Yeah, no, dude. I mean, good thing you got 4 out of 6. If you got 3 out of 6, oh, dude, for
No,
sure.
no,
Like,
no,
you're getting
fuck
jumped. Yeah.
No, we
Sure,
good.
yeah.
We good.
Nah.
Yeah, you're good now, dude. But anything you want to say to the audience that maybe didn't catch your other videos? Upcoming music, upcoming shows?
Everyone just keep doing their own shit, man. Like, fucking just choose to be happy, I guess, with whatever you do. It's a hard decision, and it's almost never clear. But fucking making robot sounds is fucking happiness to me. So
Hell
if
yeah.
you want to do whatever the fuck you want, do it.
That's cool.
Yeah, and follow me and shit too.
Yeah, that works too.
Or
Yeah,
try to make it, bro.
In EDM, you know, like there's a lane in EDM. You feel me? Like it's just time for shit to be blown up, bro. Like really, cause dog, like in hip hop, you know how many weird jobs there are. Like they just give you a fucking title and now you're doing something.
Like you can just download ad libs from anyone. Just, you know,
Bro,
little shit.
your-
It's so weird.
your career. creative director of sales, fam. What the fuck does that mean, dog? I'm creative director of sales.
That's how I'm trying to put on the homies though. Like the ones that are like, I don't want to do any of that shit. I'm like, dude, you could be tour bus man or blunt roller. Fucking that's it. You know?
Bro, but and that's the thing. We gotta learn how to blow this shit up in those avenues. Yes, bro. Some of the homies, some of the people that want to do this don't necessarily have what it takes to do what they want to do, but they use the whatever oddness they have to their advantage.
Dude,
man.
that's,
Like,
that's
what you gotta
insane. I was
do.
about to ask you guys like why you think this conversation is important, and you already said it before I even could ask it. People stop themselves because they think you can't mix the skill set. They're like, I do this weird ass thing. How am I gonna? Yes, you can. Just find a way. Don't be fucking lazy.
Yeah.
You answered it right there. That was so crazy to me.
Yeah, bro. Like, cause dog, like this. I've been listening to EDM music since I was. Bro, my older sister got me into EDM music. Like, Pretty Rave Girl was like my fucking
Bangers.
When that song came out, bro, I was like
Bangers.
listening to it, bro. Like I was a little ass kid, like and knowing like all the industry shit about this, knowing like what made this culture a culture, knowing that this was necessarily based off of a drug culture, bro. It's weird. Like once you learn all the intricates of a lot of
But
this
it doesn't
stuff,
exist
like,
normally. That's why it's cool. Yeah, it came from drug culture. It came from the warehouse party where your parents are like, "Come the fuck home. It's 5 a.m." You're like, "I can't come home. I don't know where I am."
I'm too fucked up to see you right now.
It started there. It started with like
And
rebellion and shit.
it took Pascal to capitalize on that shit to make Insomniac. As much as he's making a monopoly, again, bro, I gotta say he. What the fuck he does, bro? Like I don't know.
So what
Like,
were you
it's
gonna, what were
hard,
y'all
bro.
gonna do about it?
But look, so look, that's Pascal, fam. He's Pascal, right? Fucking Henry from Space Out is Henry from Space Out, right? You're fucking Carlos. You're Husky from Low End, fam. From Lose, like we're those people. I want to be those. We need those people, fam.
And then without like switching, be those people without, because it's hard to say that at first.
It is, bro. But like, I feel like at the end of the day, whether it comes to me making my stamp and producing, I think the whole goal of this is to make. It was to push something forward, right? Like in EDM, right?
Yeah.
You're producing to push something forward. You're producing to push something forward. Same thing. I'm producing, but I'm thinking production in a.
And then you can
scheme now,
produce to
and-
like not even listen anymore. They'd like produce to teach people. Like,
and bro,
Oh,
like
it's crazy.
this platform right here, we're trying to create, Lose the Tempo. Like, I want to empower so many
I saw
people
it.
to just
Instantly, I saw it.
go like fucking do something, like
forward.
do something with this culture, fam. Like I'm pretty sure you have friends that have so many ideas that come up to
Yeah,
you,
they're
right?
probably gonna fucking. Yeah, I'm calling them out right now, bro. Like all of them, they're very creative people. We all saw that side of hip hop. We grew up with that shit. What I learned in philosophy was like emotions are fucking attractive. Like it doesn't have to be sad or extremely happy, but emotions attract.
Like-minded
Emotions attract people. So why are you so tripping about if people are gonna like it or not? When it only matters if one person.
if the people that like it are gonna like it,
Yeah.
bro.
So what I'm saying is you have all these skills that you're being placed in a circle in, and you're sad because you can't. You're sad because you want something, and you don't see the link of the things you want relating to get to. I don't fuck. It's so weird. Relating to get to that goal. It does relate,
Yeah.
But just
The thing is,
what you said about anime real quick was like all my homies who love anime have really insane art ideas. None of them have fucking started Photoshop. That's just step one, right?
and it looks intimidating, bro. Don't get me wrong. Like this, every aspect of doing this, from Carlos fucking being on this podcast, hosting, bro. I'm pretty sure, like, when you got into doing this, bro, like, what was your initial like thought? Did you get it when it came to now everything's on you, bro? Because when we started this whole thing was on you. I didn't have a mic. I didn't have nothing, bro. Like it we had 2 microphones, one for the guests, one
Right.
for you. This is something new for you, right? Like, how was that? Like that learning curve of fuck. I always wanted to do this. Now I'm doing it. Now where do I take it? Like, how was that for you? Because I'm pretty sure like people need to hear that. You feel me? Like however you felt about it, bro. Like people need to hear that side about it because if I don't hear it, bro, if I don't hear some people really telling me that they felt the same way I felt like before I did anything, I don't know if I'm gonna take that next step sometimes, you know. I just need that little taste of it. Like what was that for you?
I mean, I think it was very exciting and very scary, to be honest, at first, just because, like, you know, the whole podcasting thing, like, having someone over there, especially a lot of times you don't even know sometimes. Like, we meet
Facts.
on the first day basis, right? You never know. You never are very, like, too sure, like, how that's gonna go, right? So there's just always just a lot of things that could play out in your mind, right? But, you know, I've learned that, I've learned that there's a lot to be discovered out there in the EDM industry. But in terms of like the learning curve of what I've learned about like getting into this is just like listening more about people's like experiences, like being like just like once like take the hour or like the 2-3 hours that we're here just to once listen to like the other people's perspectives and um just trying to learn more about like why they think about like certain topics of like certain situations, you know, like I've learned I've been like feeling like getting better to like understand why people feel certain ways about certain topics and I trying to get better at like, you know, especially like being more like on my standpoints as well, like certain topics as well. So um because before doing this, like I was just like throwing shows and like making music, right? And just DJing and shit and whatnot, right? So
But even throwing shows, bro, I'm pretty sure even
that's
taking
step to
that
take.
step, bro,
Right.
I'm pretty sure
There's
that was
2 different personalities to it, right? The person who takes a step and the person who can't stop thinking about the steps.
It's be I have your same perspective, bro. Like 100%. I've said it to you, bro. Like there's people that talk about constantly having the same idea for years, bro. And then there's the people that say, I have an idea. Okay, now I'm gonna start it. There's not a lot of those people. And it's bro, I'm not gonna lie to you, when doing this, I had a lot of doubts,
It's a
bro. Like
disconnect
I
I
was like,
have.
who the fuck am like you have to ask. That's the thing. When you start doing this, it makes you look in the fucking mirror to ask yourself, who the fuck am I to be
When
doing
we talked
this
about
shit?
like families later on, like, you know, when you start a family, like how is your production gonna play into it's a lot of crazy real world shit.
But look, at the end of the day, this is how I come to terms with all of this now. This is now a part of me, bro. Like I can't imagine a day where I wake up and I don't think about some type of music, bro. Like as much as I don't want to focus, like I've tried to been like, let me stop, bro. Let me stop. I need to.
I
can't
fucking
do
love
it. Like,
producer
there's
meetings
no
for that
fucking
shit.
way, bro. Yeah,
You know, you're
like,
fucking and then like a banger plays under it. You're like, wait, I can't focus that. Cause you're like, damn, those snares are going crazy.
something just always draws
always
me back,
there.
bro. It's just always gonna draw back. So now I'm just like, okay, how do I live with this now? I don't just want to talk about. I found a way to just talk about it, fam. Look at this, fam. I found a way to just be able to talk about this shit with the homies. You
How
feel
did
me?
you guys
I mean, I don't know.
solve that disconnect though,
I
right?
don't know. I feel like we've always talked about it. The only difference is just we're recording it and just being able to give that perspective with others, you know? Like,
That's like courageous, because a lot of people don't feel like what they're saying is worth it. So the person who has the idea has to like convince everyone.
I just think any perspective is worth listening to.
Ooh,
yes, I agree.
you're okay. So
Fucking agree. That's why I click any YouTube video.
I don't.
Damn.
What made you be like, yeah, I could stand tall? Do you guys have something like that? That no matter what, like I'm this, like a skill set. Let's break it down to a skill set that took a discipline. What skill set took a discipline to make you realize, oh shit, I'm disciplined at this. Like no one could take away my discipline at
I think he
this.
said level 3 producers were they can make anything, right? That's looked down upon when you're starting. They're like, stick to this or else you'll never make it. So yeah, what I realized is like I wanted to stand tall after you realize all the songs you make without showing people. All the songs that are sitting on your desktop, that's when you realize.
So after you had that collection, you're like, nah, look, like, okay,
It's not like I'm the best at this genre, but if I could go from
I've done it.
fucking Taylor Swift to Russian hard bass to, I'm gonna go try to go random, like drum and bass to Russian hard bass to Taylor Swift. Either way, it's sitting there. I didn't use it for the clout. I didn't do it for the status. It's sitting on my desktop because I learned something from it.
You did it for the satisfaction of for yourself, right? What was that for you? What was it? That skill set, that initial skill set that made you say like, I could do this, bro. Like it don't matter. Like, okay, whatever you say, okay, but I could do this. You know, what was that for you? Because I feel like I'm not gonna lie. I've known you for a minute, bro.
That's what
I
it
feel
is
like
for
you
me.
had that very, very early on. No, I don't know what it was, but I feel like you had it from a very early age.
I mean, I just always been focused, bro. Like I don't know, like I just that's it only mattered. That's the only thing that mattered to me, bro. Like that's the only thing that I dreamed about. Like ever since I was just like young, since you know me, like playing EDC has been like a great ass goal, like for me to achieve
Me too.
since as a DJ. So like I just kind of know like somewhat what the steps were. So like just being focused and you know just me accepting that I was the weirdo like back at that time. Like
So
I just I think for me like staying focused, being disciplined, and like not being distracted, dude. Like at time management, I think is definitely very important to know because like you just gotta definitely like not having you gotta definitely like just invest the time into like what you gotta do in these steps because if you don't put the time in and you get distracted, like you're just not gonna get anywhere near where you want to be if you're just like not putting in the steps. So I think just time management like is very key.
so from an early age, you what age did you see a stage like and like the EDC stage and that clicked for you? Was that really early on?
I was
then?
like 14.
That's you know what's crazy. So even when we met, bro, like I never thought of EDM as being in a festival or at a rave DJing. I never saw EDM.
Yeah,
like
bro.
that
I was
for
like,
some
yeah, I was
reason.
like when we first met at that summer like training camp soccer, bro. I was like,
I only see the opposite. Yeah.
that was like my
Really?
peak of my soccer skills, and that was like slowly transforming into like my DJ persona for sure. Like
I don't. My dream was never to be in front of that big crowd and say, "Hey," like ED's. Like I would love that, bro. Like my music is definitely that's an aspect of what I want my music for, right? But I've also seen like what music does to people that you've never seen them before, bro. Like I've never seen this person before, and
If I could cry
Bro,
to a
this-
song without lyrics, that's fucking insane.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
insane. You know, that's
what I saw EDM as, bro. I was like, okay, this is that.
that's so crazy. I've never heard that perspective because I only saw it as the wide stage. The ED. My sister told me about EDC. That's when I realized, oh shit, Skrillex makes money. Like, yeah.
Okay. See, like I think I'm not gonna lie to you. I think when I was younger, I was really sheltered as a kid, like through middle school at least. In high school, not really, but when I listened to EDM music, my sister was listening to it, but we were still inside kids at the same time. So we didn't know what that culture was. We just heard that music and we liked it. And that's when iPods were coming out and we had to fill our iPods with
so
something.
just heard it from
right?
like the music standpoint.
Yeah, so that's what really drew me to it, and I liked it. I just liked it, bro. Like the little kids that like the fucking Happy Frog.
You didn't know about the
Song.
Malaysian shuffling that was happening like at the time.
I did not know that aspect of it, bro. I just
Word,
didn't.
word, yeah.
And then, but the thing is, so the thing that got me to stand on like, this is learning to DJ. Once I learned to like use a turntable, bro, I was like, I do this, fam. Like, no matter what anyone does, if I don't, no matter what my day job is, bro, I do this, dog. Like, no
What's
matter
amazing
what.
about that is now your production has this shine of, hey, the final product, you're perceiving it as maybe the final product will be listened to in this type of feeling space. And I had a problem with like kicks phasing because I wanted it to sound big. I wanted it like when
you're
I saw
playing it
the
out?
live videos, I considered the echoes part of my production. I considered the crowd cheering as this feeling of what it means to rave, like what it feel the fucking the what I love are like those kicks that are really wide. It just sounds like it smacks you in the face.
It's like a hard kick and then that big.
Yeah, the big hollow bass. So I've
Yeah.
always had this festival feeling. And then I love the underground. So I was like, what happens when you play this shit in the underground? And that's when I realized the Halcyon show had that shit. It had that feeling, bro. I was like, we're fucking doing something these last few years.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, I feel like everybody that continues their passion and then is able to step forward and start things is because they have you have something already that no one could take from you. So no matter what you do, no matter what someone says about you, bro, I got this.
It does
bro.
sound
What you
like
mean?
shit.
I don't
For me,
care.
it does
bro.
sound like
Yeah,
shit.
Like,
I am using the table as a kick. Yeah.
Okay, bro. Let's keep going, bro. Like, I'm like,
I had a question for Carlos though, which was, what's your genuine advice for distractions and getting out of that focus?
Learning how to say no. Bottom line, bro. Like,
on every level, because
every level, dude. You learn how to say no when people want to take some time of your like day. And there's times like it's cool to do it, but especially when you get older, there's just like it's
hard to
just,
say no when you get older.
You gotta just like you never know like if you're gonna live the next day. So every amount of work that you could put in like towards yourself, and most importantly, like utilize all that time that you got, all the free time you got. Because I know a lot of times we have like day jobs, we have like stuff that we gotta do, to like get by, right? And I just feel like a lot of people they give in into like a lot of things, like let's go out tonight. Oh, bet, yeah, let's go. And maybe they could have been using some of that time to like maybe not just like some DJ shit, just like to learn like a new skill set or something, or whatever the case is.
It just happens on every level.
And I just feel like a lot of people don't want to like make other people like feel bad, like hey, like I don't want to make this person feel like, or whatever the case is, I just feel like just like staying focused and like knowing that like, I mean, I don't know. It just varies. Like as long as like you gotta put the time in. Like if you're not putting the time in, it's maybe because you are giving into like the distractions, whatever the distractions may be. Like distractions could be defined as like just like whatever an activity or just like an object, a figure, a person that's just like
priorities, bro.
Capturing like your attention in the meantime, where it's like you're not focused on the things that you probably should be like.
And there is levels to this shit because YouTube gurus say the same exact thing as you, but then
and that's just so cheesy.
But
like,
I don't feel the same. And then what you said about valuing every conversation you have, or you said everyone's perspective matters. I was like, that's literally what we're trying to explain to people. Because for someone to click your song without knowing who you are, how you made it, what you learned when you were growing up, is hard for people. So I guess the first step is it's not even in music. It's just teaching people to be fucking nicer. Like literally everyone has a story to tell and it's artistic in that way.
And then also, and if another piece of advice, just stop worrying about what people are doing. I think that's like a key, because I feel like, we like to go on Instagram and like go on Twitter, see what people are like doing on their stories or what people are thinking. It's like,
it's not supposed to.
What are we gaining from this? Like in terms of like building character, like growth, like it's entertainment, like aside from everything, right? Just like don't even bother, like personally, like at the, like what's crazy? You ever heard of OG Nixon?
Yeah, I like OG Nixon.
So like Instagram, all of us, like, I'm pretty sure we have like a good amount of people we follow, right, and whatnot. This fool has an Instagram. He follows no one. Like that's one of those things where like damn, like he like when he goes on Instagram, he's not necessarily distracted by like everybody else's lives. Like he's just worried about like the interactions like with his content, and that's about it.
You don't think he has a Finsta? Huh? You don't think he has a Finsta?
I don't know. I don't know, but
he wouldn't be posting for status there, right? Like,
no, right. But it's just one of those things where I'm just like damn, like it's just crazy. Like, well, it's one of the things where like, okay, like he doesn't necessarily like have like that distraction like at default. Where like for a lot of us when we got on Instagram, the first thing that's fed to us is the feed, right? Whatever, like our following, whoever we're following is fed to us. But like for him, if he goes on Instagram, it's necessarily just like more on his brand. So he's on Instagram, but maybe it's not necessarily more for like entertainment. Besides of what he's like searching through like the search bar, but he's like it's like more like engaging with the fan base, and like that's another distraction too. Like social media, like I just feel like, and it's cool to like see what our friends, like our family, are doing, right? With what they're posting. That's just hella cool. Like, but like
This is
again,
so
we could be using some of that
important.
time to like just like maybe not be on the phone and like learn a new skill set, or like maybe just like put 30 minutes in on the DAW, or like, you know, maybe plan the next lineup for the Low End show, or
This is really fucking
the next
important.
Kramex roulette. You know what I'm saying? Like
Because
it's like
we mentioned EDM Twitter, right? Like we know how important social media is to almost everything now. We have to realize that what an algorithm is, or what AI is learning from past experience. That's all it, like literally all it is this happened, so we have to learn from it. And the disconnect, you have to disconnect yourself by saying that creativity doesn't come from past experiences. It comes from uncomfortability. It comes from not knowing what the fuck you did. Because if it isn't that, then you didn't innovate the right way. You know, you didn't make something new the right way. So it's hard because we have all this tech to make our music, and we choose to get stuck. We choose to fucking limit it with social media at a very broad level. Shit, you're listening over and over what the computer has learned to teach you, and you're not creating something like meaningful anymore. You weren't scared while you were making. Remember what we said about like those producers? They were like, shit's scared. Like they're distorting it hella loud.
it's a scary feeling, bro.
You can't fucking play this on the radio. You can't play it for people on iPhones, but it's still artistic. Yeah, it's still artistic.
Yeah, once they get the validation, that's when it's like, all right, fuck. The weight's been lifted off the shoulders, like the label or wherever the fuck the fan base, like they accepted it. Now let's push it. Yeah, it's I'm sure a lot of the producers have gone to that stage where we've made some shit. I like it, but like if I'm thinking on the outside, like, like I'm not too sure. But that's when you send it out, right? And then like you get reviews and you get feedback. It's like, okay, like it seems like people are having positive like things to say about it. And then hopefully like if a platform of like great influence, they'd be like, oh yeah, we're gonna push it, or like whatever the case is.
Those are limitations on humans too. Now with technology, shit, you take the limitations from production away. It's fucking insane. Now you have to worry about if people will like it, but you also have to worry if it's in phase. And a small one was like, you know how more stereos or more speakers are going to stereo than mono, so now you can have crazier shit doing. Technology is really letting us fucking go full force. Yeah.
It's crazy because think about it as like some people's cars now, bro. The systems that they have in their cars that come stock in their cars, bro, are better than what we produce off of sometimes, you know? So they have like a better depth clarity and shit like that. Like I hear in like in super high end cars like Maybachs and stuff like that, bro, they have like 5.6 surround sound and shit like that, like movie theater sound.
I was joking in my head before
bro.
I came here. You said we if we were to produce today, I was like, if they don't have monitors, I'd be down to produce in my car. Because like I love the sound of it's a 2004 Mitsubishi.
You got Atmos or what? Adobe Atmos? That was?
No, it's 2004. Like
but it's still bang.
And I was like, dude, this is showing me shit like what normal people would hear. And it was eye opening when I heard one of my trap songs in a friend's Honda Civic, and I was like, fuck, the bass is gone. There's no bass. It's just all high end. Shit's hard.
And that, everyone's car is different, bro. Like that's the thing, bro. Everyone's car is fucking different.
It's like, you sure your car's working? Yeah, you just gotta fucking smack it.
Don't listen to it yet. Make sure you charge the battery a little.
Sure, you don't want to fill up the gas, bro? Like the sign came on. Oh, we're good, bro. Trust me, we're good, bro.
See, and that's why it's crazy to think anywhere you listen to a Virtual Riot song, it's gonna bang. And I think that's the goal for all of us, right?
Yeah. Like the way we layer things in just the sound spectrum, it's gonna get even. Think about it, if we think there's theory already. Shit, what happens when motherfuckers are making new theories? What are the sound What if the sound spectrum isn't that small? What if there's like micro fields? I don't know. It's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I don't know, bro. But as we age, the less we're gonna hear, bro. So it's
Better,
unfortunate for us.
better make it wider.
You know what I need to do better at? I need to do better at like wearing earpieces at live
Me
shows,
too, bro.
Like,
I think
I
so.
feel like my hearing is still cool, you know what I'm saying? But
Not as
and
cool as
it
was.
could be just like the small measurements of like my ears, just like little by little, just like getting damaged, and like maybe I'm not hearing it because it's subtle. But like I know for sure, like I'd be putting my ears next to like some like real loud ass shit, and I'm just like, you know what? I think some like earplugs would be real fucking good to have right now.
Bro, I'll leave one of the sessions of me just producing, just in here, and I'll walk inside, and my ears are there's just something different going on. I'm like, I don't know if I should have been doing that, bro. Like, it's really hard to like produce at like a low level sometimes.
I was making a house song like with a very heavy mid range, and when I went outside, I was like, I can't fucking hear anything in this frequency range anymore.
Bro, I still hear shit from last night's fucking rooftop party, bro. Like, you know, like
Same. My ears are still
And,
ringing,
like,
dog.
I wasn't wearing no earplugs at all, bro. And it was like low key banging. Like, it's like, especially like definitely gotta protect your ears, but I do a real bad job at doing that. Cause like, fuck, I'm fucking. I gotta do better, but I just love hearing like the raw. I just want to hear the rawness of the frequencies. I just fucking, you know, earplugs. They be fucking cutting the frequencies at a certain like range. I'm just like, nah, fam. I need to hear the rawness of it, and it comes with sacrifices, right? Damaging your ears and shit, maybe sometimes, but
To get that extra feeling.
right. I don't give a fuck. You know, maybe I won't live till tomorrow. You know,
Dude, I'm so hard on earplugs and I never wear them.
Yeah.
Like, you guys need to wear this shit. Everyone wear it, bro.
But you never wear them,
And I fucking put them back in. Sudden Death starts playing.
It's
I
like
put 'em back
you giving
inside.
someone advice, right? When they come to you for advice, and like
Yeah.
the advice is good, but you just never take your own advice type shit.
You guys know that feeling like after a show and you're like, holy shit, I need to go change this in my project. I need to go do this because you
dude.
heard it live.
I just gotta go work on music. Like fuck all. I've been to a festival. I'm like, I think I need to go right now.
I need to go.
And I just got there like an hour. I just been there for an hour. I'm like, dude, like honestly, like
Why am I still here,
like
bro?
real shit. I'm just gonna be spending more money and like I don't care about like the entertainment side of shit. Like I need to like not. I shouldn't be here. I gotta be working on music right now. Like I've had those moments for sure, dude.
They hate driving home with me because I'm just playing my music on the way home. Like, dude, did you hear that kick that they played? I need it to fucking get there. And then everyone's just like, dude, we're tired.
Like, bro, like I still hear the fucking music festival, dog. Like,
They're like, no more EDM, play lo-fi. I'm like, no.
like what's your guys' cutoff for like music? Because I feel like I'll give you an example. Like last night we did the rooftop party at Low End. Like I started listening to loud ass music from like 8:30 p.m. to like 1:30 a.m. So that's like a good 5 to 6 hours of just like loud music, and I can still bear more because music festivals, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that has to be a real good feeling, right? Have you guys just ever like went to a music festival and just like got in a car? I mean, maybe not you. You're playing your music, I guess. But like, it's just always a good. It's always a good feeling, like just to be in the car and then drive home and honestly not hear shit. Like just fucking peace or just like authentic ass like real life noise. Because after like being at a music festival or like being at a show for like more than like 5 hours, like I just personally any kind of music for me, like any just kind of like music. I just need to take a break.
I took that very deep into my production, that ambience you were talking about, that slight filter to everything. When I realized when you cut music completely live, there's an ambience from the echo that your brain was hearing. Like, you know how when you listen to something very loud, you'll hear it slightly again for a little bit. When there's tracks with silence, bro, like a heavy fucking dubstep song, and then a second of silence, that hits the hardest, harder than any kick you will ever fucking imagine. Just because you had all this loud, and then the opposite, right? It's insane.
Oh yeah, you're right. Yeah,
that's like what I learned from shows. So I'm going home with like fucked up ears, and I'm like, this ambience is kind of nice. It's not completely quiet to where you can't dance to it yet. That's what trap did for me. There's so much silence, and it's fucking insane.
A lot of stops and stuff like that.
G-Rex, Gom did it crazy with his like static in his production. Yeah.
I don't know. Like when it comes to leaving a show and stuff like that, I'll just listen to podcasts, bro.
Yeah.
I just need to listen
I mean,
to
I think
people talking and stuff
I
like
think
that.
I've never done that. Maybe I'll still probably like not fuck with it, but that's probably more bearable than music. You know, like I'm down for conversation. I mean, I'd be down for conversation on the way home. So like, honestly, that's like no different than a podcast, hearing like other people talk. So like, yeah, I could bear that for sure. But music in general, I'm just like, like
5 hours,
I'm the
probably
type of-
4 or 5 hours.
I'm the type of person where my mind is always racing. So like if I don't want my mind to race, I have to focus on something. So like I have to be listening to a podcast or like before I go to sleep, something has to distract my
exact
mind
same.
or I will not go to sleep.
How do you like navigate that whole mind race? Because yeah, like you said, we value other people's experiences. We learn the most through other people's experiences. Normal people don't fucking do that often. If he has this way of mapping out like stress, or not stress, you have your way of mapping out the way to say no, right? Like learning to kind of do your own thing. How do you map that mind racing shit? Because that's even harder for me.
Honestly, bro, I probably couldn't give you like a definitive answer whatsoever. Distracting my things with positive outlets is
Positive outlets,
the most
not negative.
yeah is the most important thing. Like producing definitely helps me like keep my mind off of shit. Some type of exercise. I play soccer here and there still as much as I can because bro, exercise. Bro, I just had this conversation in the last podcast. Exercising, bro, is like I feel like for dudes, dog, like for specifically guys, you need some sort of exercise in your life because after you're done with that, that's when your mind is the most.
My music sounds
blank,
like
bro.
shit
I'm
if I
telling
stay
you.
inside that morning. But you're right. You
Yeah,
play
bro.
soccer. Do you guys ever
Yeah.
like go out to the park and play games and shit, or
To play
like a game
games,
of soccer
like-
at the park?
Oh yeah, bro. I go like to
Yeah.
indoor and stuff like that, and I'll do that.
Like some days I really want to produce. I force myself to do pickup basketball first, just so you get like the feeling of
That
hanging out with
works,
people
bro.
first. Team dynamic. The sun is fucking crazy. I used to produce solely in the dark, and then now first thing in the morning, just fucking rip that shit open and start
Wake yourself
making
up.
music. Yeah.
Yeah, like I think you, like guys need that, bro. Like I think a lot of. Why do you think they have like PE and shit
Right before your
in like high
math
school and shit like that? Like because they need these students, these kids, these people to after all the stress of learning and stuff like that to fucking throw it all away somehow, you know,
Right.
to let it out in a way. Like, bro, think about it. We played sports all throughout high school, and after high school, it's kind of like weird now that all our outlets are just indoor things, and now I feel like I see it in more people than other that sometimes they'll stop their physical outlet and then it'll transfer negatively in another way, bro,
Yeah.
in another aspect in their life. And I'm just like, I don't know what it is, but you need something else
Yeah.
like to get you like active and going. Cause
Like to my parents, fucking, we guys, especially with Asian and Hispanic families, it's a big deal to be like, to eat a lot. So when I'm in there fucking making music for like 8 hours, 10 hours, they're like, yo, you're losing hella weight. I'm trying to be the next Skrillex first. Can you guys fucking...
do you see the size of Skrillex?
Yeah, Skrillex does not fucking eat, you know? So that's like to lighten up the mood for like other people. You're killing your body in a way. But sheesh, you know, I'm making a beat. Let me fucking chill. I'm in this beat right now.
God damn.
Yeah.
That's dedication, bro.
Yeah, that's the slight
Show.
one.
That's a distraction, mom.
You know, you're fucking doing
I
the
just learned
kicks
about
and-
distractions. God damn. Trying to make this beat.
But no, definitely, like I was saying, the get my mind off of things, just positive or puzzles, bro, like brain teasers or something like that. Something to make me
not
really
tried puzzles
fucking
yet.
think, bro.
I tried
Some-
mini house
something
building,
like
bro,
that.
and I couldn't fucking stay there for long enough.
Okay, I wouldn't say like actual like puzzles like
The
with
1000
pieces,
piece
puzzle
shit.
pieces, but like brain teasers, like crossword, like something like that. Like
That's interesting.
I just need my mind to be focused for something. Like when I'm honestly, bro, when I'm at work, like I said, I do maintenance work, fixing
It
things
fucking
sometimes.
relates to it. It's
I'm just like, oh fuck, I just need to fix this. And after there's like a weird like.
But what kind
I'm
of
good.
puzzles, like specifically, like what kind of puzzles are we talking about, Robert?
So like I'm pretty
You said
sure like
crossword. What about what else you thinking?
so game puzzles on your
Mm.
phone that are just
Mhm.
words and stuff like that, like where you have to spell out words. Just I don't spend a lot of time on it. I'm usually just on it when I'm at work and stuff, but it keeps me from spiraling into weird ass thoughts and stuff.
And I've
like
never tried
for
that
sure.
shit because it takes me away from my thoughts. So now, yeah, dude, I've never thought of it that way. Damn.
I gotta try. Like I don't know, bro. Like it's gonna be a constant battle. I think if that's just the type of person you are. Like I even see it with older people that I listen to in podcasts. Bro, it doesn't stop. Like I listen to people that are in their 50s and shit like that. It don't stop, bro.
Yeah.
You just learn to live with it and figure it out. That's I think. I don't know. I feel like EDM is a good way to.
A podcast is a
to
fucking
get
healthy outlet. Yeah.
for sure. I get to fucking listen to everyone else and not
Mhm.
myself sometimes, you know.
Damn.
So it's really cool. And then also editing all this, like post. Can't think of shit except this. So. Yeah, just positive outlets, bro. Starting a new thing, bro. Start something new. And that'll get your mind off of all the
I
bad
tried more
stresses and
instruments. I was
stuff.
like, this relates to music, and then I'm learning something new. And I got back into I went back to Ableton.
But I'm sure you
No,
learned
oh yeah, I
something,
learned it
right?
completely. I just need to. I'm so bad at switching tasks. Yeah, it's a hard one.
What do you always go back to?
It's like that feeling when you're mixing a kick to hit right.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but I need to go do something, but I'm not gonna leave this seat until that kick is perfect. But it's very
Okay.
minimal in the end of the project because you realize you have to go through all this shit still. So it's very my friend and I were talking about these things like dopamine traps. So you need to a lot of production is like fighting yourself, dude. So you're only doing it because you want that satisfaction of getting that kick right, but you need to realize the satisfaction of finishing the idea is gonna be bigger. Or like finishing
Yeah,
the
I feel like
project out, you know?
That's challenging. For
So
everyone,
yeah, I don't
think,
listen
bro.
to this shit. Fucking, I should probably go
Bro-
back and listen to whatever we say then fucking right before I produce and shit.
Every so often, just
It's
listen to
hard.
this. Honestly, though, like that's what happens. Same way, like you get influenced when you're at a show and you're like, I gotta go produce. I'll listen to people talk and I'm like, I gotta go. Produce.
Yeah, with a Joe Rogan podcast, I'm like, I gotta go fucking produce. It's crazy.
Yeah, like, cause he breaks down his craft, and then I'm like, oh, that relates perfect. You're right.
Dude,
And I
people
gotta-
people look at us insane. Cause I'd be this is funny because I invite my homies over. I have a couch like this too. I'd play a business podcast and have Ableton open on the left. Like, this is how it relates. And they're like, we want to go home. Fuck, guys, the secret to life is right here. No one gets it yet.
They
They're
don't
trying to get
produce
fucked up
anything
on
like that?
beatboxes. I mean,
No, they love music. They love fuck, you know.
Okay, so they just like seeing you do that.
We all
shit.
love it, and I just want them to have a creative outlet because that shit stops you when you're sad. When you're stuck inside like all these ideas, no outlet is the worst. So shit, gotta see all the homies come up. Gotta make money while
For
you're doing this
sure.
shit too, right? Like it's fun.
Somehow,
fun.
bro. Somehow.
Yeah.
All right. True.
how do you want to do this?
I think we should just hop into guess the tempo.
Cool. Any
Let's do
announcements?
it.
Any shows? Any music you have coming out pretty soon? Anything you want to share?
I've just been work. Shit, I have a song coming out this month with what's crazy is I got a taste of this because of COVID. We started this rave Discord where we just go on Twitch on the first few live streams of these DJ shows and invite everyone. So shout out Electric Movement and shit because they were one of the people who stuck with it. 'Cause when we went back to regular life, I was like, fuck this, bro. I can't sit on the computer all day. But they turned into a label, which I'm releasing on this month. They turned into all this
Sick.
amazing shit. So now you have like online communication and face to face without
Real
that
life.
disconnect. So yeah, song this month, and then. But I've been stuck in my room too long. No announcements.
When When do you see yourself going out to shows or playing shows more?
Just getting out in general, bro.
I have to convince myself that there's an artistry to taking first steps too. Because I've yet to look for managers and booking and shit. But
let that come to you.
Let
bro.
it come to
Trust
you.
me, let it come to
that's
you.
good
Yeah.
advice.
You don't want to reach out to someone and then they take advantage of what
Mhm.
you're doing or something, or they lead you in the wrong direction. Usually, like people that want to help you are gonna reach out to you, like genuinely help you. They'll
It
reach
tripped me
out
out
to you,
because
bro.
I was listening to another podcast and they were like, dude, the industry is listening. That's why it's an they're listening to you. They're waiting. So I found comfort in fucking doing my weird little Skrillex shit in here. Yeah. The song this month is gonna be pretty sick. Bro.
What type of track is
It
it?
was it's like a little like a trap-ish rhythm song, and then the second drop is just straight tear out. And I sampled X and then I sampled Slim Shady saying hi, my name is, because when I would pop in these discords, they're like, what the fuck are you on, bro? We all listen to like house and shit. Like, yo, welcome to this world. So I'm like, hi, my name is type shit.
That's how you have to come in sometimes. Just different
Stories to tell. Even that's what we're pushing is there's stories to tell even in bass music.
a shitload,
Yep.
bro. Like we have so many horror stories on this podcast.
Horror stories.
So many.
Yeah.
Trust, dog. When you start getting booked for more shit, you'll run into your fair
I
share,
get the
bro.
horror stories from Twitter. Like they would turn down my shit before I play. What? So those are gonna be hard
bro.
lessons to do.
You're gonna you'll go through it, fam. Everyone does, unfortunately. But yeah. Thanks for coming through
Thank
to
you
the
for
spotlight
inviting me, dog.
episode.
This is such a fucking. It was actually a good ass time. Yeah. First podcast.
Hell yeah. I'm glad it could be with Lose the Tempo,
Dude,
dog.
I'm happy it was like the most genuine way possible of doing this shit, because I feel like if I were to blow up a little and then hop on a podcast, you have that feeling of limiting yourself to what you say and shit. But I'm not scared to like geek out over music and stuff. Fucking
This is the
the
platform.
10,000 people aren't gonna want to hear about how you divide 126 by 18 bars or some shit. Like, fuck that.
Yeah, this platform, we invite
You
that
guys
shit.
are doing amazing shit. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, dude. We'll have all your links in the description. That way everyone can go follow you. Thanks to everyone that tuned into this episode here with Kramex. Make sure you can go ahead and follow them.
So,
Make sure to subscribe to the channel if you guys are digging the content. Give us a thumbs up if you like this episode. And hit the bell alert button to stay notified. Appreciate you guys' support. And we guys see you on the next episode. Please.